So some of them, I said, that's...
Brother Anthony Freeman, a third-year American theology student with the Legionaries of Christ, died in his sleep Sunday night in Rome of natural causes, only to be found in his room Monday afternoon. He had just finished an 8-day silent retreat, and he was an acolyte in the Easter Sunday Mass with the Pope before receiving the Urbi et Orbi indulgence.
Well, I think what I'm going to remember most is going to be what they told me when they found him, in his room, and he was laying prostrate with his hands like this, the way he always slept, but the same position that we're all going to be in when we get ordained.
The Easter Vigil night, after the Easter Vigil Mass, a couple of brothers went to party a little bit, and they raised the champagne and they toasted, with Brother Anthony especially, to eternal life. So that's something that stayed with a lot of us.
He had just published his first book, One Step Closer, drawing different reflections from his Instagram page. He was passionate about serving Christ and always had different projects he wanted to do.
He had this vision, like this long-term vision of what he wanted to do for Jesus, of how far he wanted to go in his mission as a priest. But he was also always boots on the ground, he was very direct, very simple, very down to earth, just always with the bros, always in the community. And so even though he was doing 100 things, like he wrote the book, he had blogs going, his Instagram, he was connected to all these kinds of people, very, very much involved in the new evangelization.
Every time I see him and we talk, Brother Anthony, he had a new idea. He had something else that he wanted to share. Some way to bring the faith, to bring holiness, to bring Christ to people, to anyone he met.
Now, the brothers in his class, who will all be ordained deacons this year, believe they have an additional saint praying for them from heaven, who will be present at the ordination in an even more spiritual way.